There was a time when gods walked the earth, when warriors were heroes. Their battles and conquests became legend, and the legend lives on. This is the hour of the Gladiators.
Welcome to Gladiators. This has to be the best hour of sport and entertainment on Australian television. The competition's hot, and so are our gladiators. And here they are. Fury, Commando, Flame. Delta, Vulcan, and Rebel. Tower, Blade, and Predator. Cheetah, Storm, and Condor. And would you please welcome our hosts, Mike Hammond and Kimberly Joseph.
Wow, fabulous audience. Mike, it's great to be back.
You had a good week, have you, Kimber?
I did. I spent most of it trying to work out.
What, you mean jogging, aerobics, pumping a bit of iron, or...?
No. Trying to work out how Vulcan can be such a bad boy and still be so popular.
Is he?
He certainly is.
Well, I tell you what, I know we have some challengers tonight who are very popular with their families, so let's get them out, Kimber.
That's right, and they're going to prove it tonight by getting stuck into all these games. Let's meet our first challengers, Tamsin Bundaberg and Nicole Singleton.
Nicole is a beauty care consultant. She's a netball and national cross-country running champion. She's also a rock and roll dancer. Tamsin is a motor mechanic in the Australian Army. She's a hockey player, a triathlete who loves rock climbing, abseiling and kayaking.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nicole and Tamsin.
Now, Tamsin, an unusual job. You're in the Army, so should I be calling you Private Tamsin? What is it?
Craftsman.
Craftsman. Now, explain what you do in the Army.
I'm a motor mechanic, and yeah.
It's unusual, isn't it? I mean, a motor mechanic in the Army. Do you get a hard time from the guys? Because that's a particular... I mean, the Army is a male place, really, isn't it?
I can handle it.
Absolutely. Or is that a bit of an old-fashioned attitude? I mean, women are really striking their way through the Army at the moment.
Yeah, I think it is a bit of an old-fashioned attitude.
You want to say hi to everyone?
I'm at Albury-Wodonga Apprentice School at the moment, and I'd just like to say hello to everyone there.
Okay. Good luck tonight, Tamsin.
Welcome, Nicole. I understand you're only 19 years of age.
Yes, that's right.
Very young challenger. Hope you've got a lot of stamina for tonight. Now, I understand your ultimate goal in life is to have the perfect body and the perfect personality. Is that right?
Sure is.
Now, who do you think in your mind has a perfect personality?
Well, Kimberly, you're beautiful, you're easy to talk to, you're it.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, that's lovely. I'm so flattered. Oh, wow. Now, I also know that you like men with long hair. That's one of your weaknesses.
I'm a sucker for long hair.
Now, I also read that you admire Vulcan. He has long hair. Why on earth do you admire Vulcan?
He's a bad boy and he's got long hair. That's all it takes.
That's right. Now, have you met him?
Not personally, but I'm sure I will tonight.
Well, I think you might change your mind after you meet him somehow. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our female challengers, Tamsin and Nicole.
Go for it.
Let's bring on our male challengers now. Please welcome Steve Smith and Russell Perring.
Steve is a 42-year-old father of 4. When he's not spending time with his kids, he's a construction manager, an Aussie Rules footballer and a gym instructor. Russell is a father of 2. He's a firefighter from WA and a lifeguard in Fremantle. He's another Aussie Rules player into rowing, swimming and tennis.
Steve and Russell.
Hello. Welcome, Steve. Now, I understand we can call you Super Dad, is that right?
That's correct.
You have 4 children?
Yep, they're all terrific.
They're all terrific. You've certainly been a busy man keeping them all in line.
Yeah, they're all right. They're a good bunch of guys.
Now, tell me, what are you holding there?
This is the family mascot.
So it's going to spur you on tonight and give you good luck, hopefully.
My word, it will.
Now, tell me, you have said that your main strength is that you have a mind like a steel trap and you never give in.
That's it. Just don't give in.
That's right, so you're not going to give in tonight.
No, just keep on going, head down, butt up, and go for it.
That's fantastic. Well, I'm sure your family will be spurring you on tonight. Good luck, Steve.
Thanks, Kimberly.
Russell, you've travelled all the way from WA. Now, I know that in WA, we East Coasters are sort of a bit of a different breed, but you work very hard at Fremantle. You're a surf lifesaver as well?
Yeah, I used to be a surf lifesaver. I'm not doing it anymore.
Well, of course, now your occupation is you're a fireman.
Yeah, I'm a firefighter now. That's right, out at Canning Vale.
Say good day to all the crew.
G'day to the boys at Canning Vale.
Ladies and gentlemen, Steve and Russell.
We've met our female challengers, our male challengers. The Gladiators are set. Let the games begin.
Gladiators.
Well, you get 10 points for a crossing and you get 5 if you just survive. In
Suspension Bridge. 10 points if the challenger gets past the Gladiator and over to the other side.
Nicole's first up on Suspension Bridge and she'll be challenging the might of the rebellious rebel. And here's Mike Whitney to start the duel.
Challenger, are you ready?
So the first event of the evening,
Gladiator,
and it's the
you
women's
ready?
suspension bridge. Nicole
3,
up against Rebel. This will be a good matchup.
1.
As they head in towards the centre, there's the whistle from Mike Whitney. Now, I happen to know that Nicole used to play softball as a junior, so she knows how to swing a bat, and let's see if she can get any home runs here tonight. As Rebel working away there on Nicole, Nicole now coming in with a few good hits of her own. Rebel seems to be losing a bit of balance, and she's off. 10 points to Nicole. And there's Nicole's boyfriend going wild in the audience, and this is the reason why. Nicole was able to get Rebel off the bridge, but I can see Mike Whitney going to the interview area. Did she push her?
Our referee, Mike Whitney, has just delivered some bad news to Nicole.
Nicole, the rules are the rules, and the rules state that you are not allowed to push anybody off the bridge. Now, I conferred with my assistant referee, John Forsyth, and unfortunately we've had to make the decision that you pushed Rebel off, so we've had to disqualify you.
Nicole, I know how disappointed you are because Rebel is a great competitor, particularly on that bridge, on Suspension Bridge, and that 10 points, I know you thought you had it.
Well, I'm not a happy girl and the show's not over yet.
Well, how about that? Nicole obviously not very happy, a disqualification and no points. Let's see how Tamsin goes now on the Suspension Bridge against Storm. Let's go to Mike Whitney to start the game.
3, 2, 1.
So away they go into the centre of the bridge. Now, Tamsin's a kayaker, so she should have that style where she's able to row from right to left like she would in a kayak. Let's see how she goes with Storm. Storm belting away. Tamsin's lost her stick. That means she's lost her points, and she's also lost her bridge. Unfortunately for Tamsin, she was the first of the night to bite the dust. Storm was an absolute powerhouse on the bridge. Tamsin lost her hammerhead, and then Storm rubbed salt into the wounds.
Well, Tamsin, you know the story. As soon as you drop the hammerhead, no points.
Yeah, I realised that, so I jumped down, but I got a bit of a helping hand from Storm in back of the head.
You certainly did. I think this is the case of the female soldier against the one-woman army.
Certainly is. This is one soldier that went a bridge too far.
After game one, neither challenger scores. Tamsin 0, Nicole 0.
It's time now to try and get some points on the board for the guys. Up on the Suspension Bridge, please welcome Steve against the might of Tower. Let's go to Mike.
Challenger, are you ready?
Now this is Steve's first game of Gladiators.
Gladiator,
up on the bridge
are
against
you
the
ready?
mighty Tower. He's a good match for him,
3,
height and weight.
2,
Steve's
1.
13 years older than Tower, and hopefully this is where experience counts on the bridge. Now Steve's an Aussie rules player, and let's see if that helps him on the bridge. No, it doesn't. He's kicked out of the stadium by Tower. second challenger of the night to bite the dust. Steve copped a big hit here from Tower, lost his balance. That was it.
Steve, I feel so short standing here next to you two. I think you'll agree, quite evenly matched in height, but performance levels, I think Tower has it over you.
He just went ballistic. I couldn't believe the power in that punch. It was unbelievable.
It was unbelievable, but let me tell you, you actually put him off balance, didn't he, Tower?
Yeah, he did. He's, well, full credit to him for getting up there and having a go.
Russell's up next on suspension bridge, and somehow I don't think Vulcan will be showing him any mercy.
Easy, Gladiators. 3, 2, 1.
So Russell, the firefighter from WA, coming up against Vulcan, and he's going to have problems putting out this fire, especially if Vulcan erupts. As he does just there, he knocks Russell down, but Russell's back up again and fighting well. Now Russell's going all the way back to his podium. Oh, he nearly knocked Vulcan off balance. Vulcan really struggling to survive. This could be a good game here for Russell, as he just unleashes with some big blows. Vulcan doesn't know where he is, and he actually pushed Russell off the bridge. He could be disqualified for that. Now watch Vulcan's hand. I said he could be disqualified. He should be disqualified. You can't do that.
What an effort. What a mighty effort there, Russell. I mean, you had Vulcan really going. Really, was it hard work?
Man mountain.
Absolutely, but you were giving him all, weren't you?
He took it.
Now, our referee, Mike Whitney, has come in here because, well, Mike, I'll let you explain it. I think everybody saw what was going on there.
Yes, it's probably one of the best duels I've seen on suspension bridge, but right at the end of the day, folks, with 2 seconds to go, myself and my assistant ref, John Forsyth, have ruled that Vulcan actually pushed Russell off the bridge. And also Vulcan dropped the hammerhead first. So you're disqualified.
Hey, Russell, 10 points.
That's great. That's just excellent. It was a bit... Vulcan really put up a good fight, though.
Hey, Vulcan.
Give me the mic. You know what? I'm getting really sick of this. You know what? All the men in the audience, all the men in the crew, they're just jealous of me because other women love me.
What makes you think all the women in the audience love you?
I've got a female challenger who wants to meet me and who wants to come and see Vulcan. Nicole, if you're there, please come in now. Where is she? Oh, God. How are you, Nicole?
I'm fine, Vulcan. How are you?
Do you know how lucky you are to be standing next to the Vulcan?
I'm sure you'll tell me how lucky I am.
Here we go.
Well, Vulcan may have lost the fight, but he definitely walks away a winner. And so does Russell, because he got the 10 points on suspension bridge. Steve yet to score.
Honestly, Mike, Vulcan never gives up, does he?
The last thing we need, though, is for that guy to be encouraged by people like Nicole.
That's right.
Too hard.
But now, this is the high road to 10 points.
That is, if you can get past a Gladiator. Next up, it's the Pyramid.
Gladiators.
name's Nicole Singleton. I'm 19 years old. I come from Sydney, New South Wales, and I'm a hair and beauty advisor. So what do I do to keep fit? I usually alternate with a bit of gym work, a bit of aerobics. When I can't get there, I work out on the body slide, and I like to go out to the clubs and do a bit of the rock and roll dancing. Well, why am I here on Gladiators? My family and friends say to come on this show you have to be crazy. Well, maybe I am.
It's 40 feet to the top, and it's a tough climb, but a couple of gladiators make it even tougher.
Pyramid. 60 seconds to get to the top. The first to hit the button gets 10 points.
Please welcome to the pyramid our female challengers, Nicole and Tamsin, going up against Blade and Delta. Mike Whitney, it's all yours.
3, 2, 1.
And there's the whistle to start the women's pyramid. 60 seconds to get to the top. And let's see how Tamsin goes against Delta here on the right, Nicole and Blade on the left. Now Tamsin's a rock climber, and Delta makes sure she doesn't reach the summit on this occasion. Blade also with a big tackle on Nicole. Now you don't normally see Blade up here on the pyramid, but she's tough. Nicole's going to find it hard to get to the top with Blade on her. Blade just pushes Nicole down to the bottom. Delta's still working away on Tamsin. Tamsin now trying to work her way back up. Same with Nicole. Blade just watching every move. 23 seconds to go as Blade just pushes Nicole away once more. Now we said Tamsin was a rock climber. She's also an abseiler, so she's used to coming down. On this occasion, that's not what she wants to do. Delta and Blade just watching every move of the challengers, and time's going to run out as Nicole goes down to the bottom once more. Tamsin there with Delta, a big tackle at the end. Whistle blows, no points. Great work here by Delta on the pyramid. Applied a massive tackle on Tamsin to bring her down, and Blade didn't do much tackling, but she definitely had Nicole's measure, and Nicole went tumbling down.
What a workout, Tamsin, hey? You're puffing.
Yeah, it's hard.
It is a long way to the top, isn't it?
Yeah, especially when you keep coming down.
Now, how are you going against your gladiator there?
Oh, it's a bit violent. Oh, it's hard.
Nicole, I don't know whether I should talk to you. You've given us such a hard time after what you've done to Vulcan. He is going to be uncontrollable. But how did you think you went there?
Blade's a tough little cookie, let me tell you.
Absolutely. She certainly packs a lot into a small package, doesn't she?
Sure does.
And after pyramid, both Nicole and Tamsin's score didn't increase. They remain 0 each after 2 games.
G'day, I'm Steve Smith from Manly. I'm 42 years of age. I'm managing director of a number of companies. I'm married with 4 kids, have been for 20 years, and love it. It's a great institution. Recommend it to anybody. You guys at home, the 4 of yous, this is for you blokes. Let's do it. Okay, my training routine, it's basically kids, anything that they do, and I recommend to any adult that if you want to stay fit, do whatever your kids do. I'm on Gladiators because my 4 kids turned around and said, hey Dad, you can do this.
Next up the pyramid are the men, Steve and Russell. But they'll soon come face to face with Condor and Predator. Mike Whitney, please start the pyramids.
Challengers, are you ready? Gladiators, are you ready? 3, 2, 1.
And away go the guys now in their pyramid challenge. Steve and Condor on the left, Russell and Predator on the right. Condor now with a big lunge there on Steve. A good tackle as Predator brings Russell all the way down to the bottom. Look at this tumble here, Condor and Steve. Now Condor holding on to Steve. Mike Whitney saying let him up. And that's what Condor has to do. I can see what he's doing. He knows if he releases Steve, well, Steve will get to the top because Condor was down. Now Steve tried to work on Condor. Predator still up there with Russell. This is a great game of pyramid. Pyramid, 25 seconds to go, and a big tackle there from Predator and Russell. They come tumbling down once more. Now Russell actually holding on to Predator there. That's an unusual tactic, as Condor's still working away on Steve, throws him down. Steve didn't go too far. 10 seconds to go. Will there be enough time? There is for a big tackle from Condor. Steve comes down again. Predator still working with Russell, and there's the whistle. What an exciting game of Pyramid. Well, that game of Pyramid definitely had everything, and it could even have a protest here. As we see Steve's hands going up, Condor will release him. Here's Kimberly and Mike Whitney.
Mike, what's the verdict?
Okay, John and I have had a good long look at the video replay. Condor held Steve down for some 8 or 9 seconds, which is outside of the rules. And also you did protest within the 1 minute, Steve. So Condor, you're disqualified.
A legitimate call there by Mike Whitney. Steve scores a 10 on Pyramid, Russell 0. Both guys locked at 10 apiece.
They're 220 kilograms of rolling thunder. Next up, Atmosphere.
Gladiators.
Hello, my name is Tamsin Bundaberg. I'm 18 years of age. I'm a motor mechanic in the Australian Army at Wodonga, and I love spending time with my boyfriend Greg. I go to the gym sometimes, but I mainly do what the Army makes me do, and that keeps me fit. I don't really know why I'm here on Gladiators, but I'm here now, so I'm going to try my best.
Well, in this game, if you get on a roll, you can score plenty of points. But if you get into a Gladiator's sights, you suddenly become a giant pinball.
Atmospheres.
60 seconds to roll your Atmosphere. 2 points each time you cross the centre of a floor pod.
Our first female challenger, Tamsin. Nicole. Up against Fury. And Delta. Mike Whitney, look out.
3, 2, 1.
Women's Atmospheres, and we've got Tamsin in the blue, Nicole in the red, Delta in the black, Fury in the white, and we're about to have a big smash right in the middle at the start of Atmospheres. 10 seconds gone, and folks, just remember that these Atmospheres actually weigh 220 kilos as Nicole goes over the pot and gets the first 2 points of the game. Now, at 220 kilos, you've got to use every muscle in your body to get these things moving, just like Tamsin is right here, and blocked by Delta. Great work there, Delta, stopping Tamsin from getting the 2 points, but she's got a clear run on this pod, and the scores are now level, 2 apiece. So you can imagine these challengers and gladiators using their arms, their legs, and also they have to have great peripheral vision to see where the gladiators or the challengers competitors are to try and get over the pods. Here goes Nicole once more, just missed out on that occasion. Whistle's about to blow. We won't have another score, 2 apiece. Great game of atmospheres as we see Tamsin about to score 2, but Delta with the nudge pushes Tamsin away. And how do you control this, Tamsin? There's no steering wheel, but you're still able to get the 2 points.
What a great result. As we said earlier, these things weigh 220 kilos each. Tamsin, 2 points. Well done.
Thanks.
Whoa. It's hard work, isn't it?
Yes, very hard.
I mean, if we can have a good look inside here, there's not much. It's just you, and you've got to control this atmosphere as you run around the course. A couple of hard hits there too.
Yeah, I did feel those hits, but it's very hard to control this ball. Very hard.
These things are very, very hard to manoeuvre. You had a couple of good runs there too.
Oh, yeah, once you get the hang of them, they're not too bad.
Now, Fury, this was one of the first times she's played this game, and she caused you a couple of problems there.
Oh, yeah, they stick to the centre. It's very hard to get away.
Well, the Gladiators didn't let the challengers get away with much at all. Only 2 points each scored in atmospheres, and that's the total score after 3 games, 2 apiece.
Hi, my name's Russell Perring. I'm a firefighter from WA. I live in Perth. I'm 29 years old, and the things that I love to do is spend time with my friends and play with my kids. What I do to keep fit is whatever everyone else does, which is basically run, ride, rowing, swimming, and I play with my kids, and if you can keep up with them all day, you're pretty fit. I'm on Gladiators because I heard about the audition. I wanted to find out how fit I really was, and I know my 4-year-old would love to see me on it.
We can't stress how hard these things are to move around the course. It's the guys' turn now. Here's Kimberly.
Great stuff from our women, but now rolling in their atmospheres are our male challengers, and trying to stop them from scoring are Tower and Commando. First up in the blue atmosphere is Russell. Steve is in the red. Mike Whitney, let's get these balls rolling.
Challengers, are you ready? Gladiators, are you ready? 3, 2, 1.
Great game in the women's atmospheres. Let's see if we have the same here with the guys as Russell in the blue, Steve in the red, and we've got Commando in the black and Tower in the white. As Steve gets pushed off course and heads towards the pod, does he get over the centre? No! Stopped by the guy with the black fender. Now that's to make sure he doesn't go into the car park, because these things have got so much weight that once you get him going, they're very hard to stop. Great work there by Steve as he goes over for 2 points. Russell yet to score. A big chance here. Will he get over the centre? No, pushed away by Tower and starts off once more. Steve's the first to get to the bottom pod. Scores himself another 2, and we've got a hold up there down the bottom. Away they go with 15 seconds left. Steve rolling away again. He's a chance. No, because Commando pushes him away. And now Russell trying. Just couldn't get control to the left. So Steve works away once more, but Commando there to stop him. What a great game of atmospheres. 4 points to Steve, nothing to Russell. And this is how Steve did it over the centre of the pod. 2 points, and this is what it looked like for Commando. Crash.
Steve, how many goals do you think you scored?
I think I got 2 that time.
Well, you're spot on there, because you just gained yourself 4 points. And guess what? That puts you in the lead with 14.
That's fantastic. That's good news.
Steve, the father of 4, scores 4, Russell 0. Steve now leads by 4 after 3 games.
Next, it's 1-on-1, and we're going to whip up some fun. Our newest Gladiator game is next, Whiplash.
Gladiators.
rules of tonight's heat take home Sony's latest hi-fi system with 120 watts of power, 5-disc player and surround sound. If arcade power is what you want, then that's what you'll get with the ultimate games console, the PlayStation. And they also win a selection of CDs from Sony Music, including Margaret Ehrlich's The Deepest Blue. Runners-up tonight take home a Citizen Titanium watch, allergy-free, corrosion-resistant with a 3-year warranty. And semi-final winners will take home an Optus Freestyle mobile phone package.
Okay, well now, holding a tiger by the tail is nothing on a gladiator at the end of a very short tether. That's the challenge. Coming up,
Whiplash.
Drag the gladiator out of the circle and win the 10 points.
Nicole is first up in Whiplash, and she'll be up against a very fearsome cheetah. Mike Whitney, let's start Whiplash.
Challenger, are you ready? Gladiator, are you ready? Lock in.
One of our new games for this series. It's called Whiplash, and the challenger has to try and drag the gladiator out of the circle to get the 10 points. The gladiator also isn't allowed to touch the ground apart from the hand just to steady themselves. Now Nicole's doing a great job here. I think she's got cheetah, yep! And that's the first 10 points we've seen in Whiplash this series. How strong is Nicole? She was able to pull cheetah out and get the 10.
Well, there it is. Well done. Nicole, you got some points there. We should point out here, let's have a look at this thing. You're actually locked into this, right? So there is no escape. Once the game begins, you can't let go. There is no running away. But you didn't need to. You got the 10 points. How do you feel?
I feel great.
Cheetah, it's a new game. Obviously something that the Gladiators have got to learn yet too.
It was a lot of fun. I think that was a great learning lesson. Stay on your feet and just stay strong. But Nicole did very well there. That was great.
Well, Nicole picked up 10 valuable points in the first round of Whiplash. It's time now to see how Tamsin goes against the biggest female gladiator of them all, Flame. Let's get down to work. Here's Mike Whitney.
Challenger, are you ready? Gladiator, are you ready? Lock in. 3, 2,
A big job ahead of Tamsin here, up against Flame. Flame is strong, Flame is quick, and Flame has balance, as we've seen on other games, such as dual and suspension bridge. Now, Tamsin's doing really well here, running Flame around, but look at how Flame has got that elbow just locked into her hip. Now, Tamsin works on tanks in the army, and I reckon she might have to bring one here into the Brisbane Entertainment Centre to move Flame, because Flame's not going anywhere in a hurry, and I think the only thing that's going to hurry up is the whistle, because there it blows. No points to Tamsin, and once again, Flame is victorious. This is how Flame stopped Tamsin from scoring. Look at the way she's got that elbow locked into the hip, and in the end, all he can do is smile about it, because Flame is a champion.
Tamsin, we couldn't have matched you with a tougher, stronger gladiator than Flame, could we?
Oh, no, you could not.
What was it like trying to pull her out of the ring?
I was trying to move a brick wall.
So Nicole did very well in Whiplash, earning 10 big points, and she moves to 12. Tamsin remains on 2.
Would you please welcome our first male challenger, Steve. Doing his best to take out Predator.
You right?
All right, Mike Whitney, we're all set to go.
Challenger, are you ready? Gladiator, are you ready? Lock in.
So the first
3,
game of Whiplash for the
2,
guys,
1.
it's Steve up against Predator. And Steve is an Aussie rules player, so he's used to being tackled hard. He's used to trying to run around his man to score his points. And this is what Steve's trying to do here. They got locked up a little bit in the middle. Steve's nearly there, but he actually let go of the bone. Out he goes, no points. Now, the big thing about whiplash is, well, there's actually two things about whiplash. Not only do you have to drag the gladiator out, but never let go of your grip on the bone, because if you do, the black strap unravels and you're out, no points.
Steve, that was an illustrious effort if I ever saw one. I thought your arm was going to break.
New game, good player.
You're not allowed to let go of the dog bone, or whoever pulls the dog bone out of his opponent's hand wins the match.
So Predator ended up with the dog bone, so...
Yes, that's right.
There you go. Predator, it's a new game. How are you feeling about it?
It's a new game, but I'm a new gladiator, so it's all new to me. I'm a little bit younger than him, but I hope I'm doing the same sort of thing at his age.
Well, the last time we saw Russell up against Vulcan, he gained himself a cool 10 points on the suspension bridge. So I think Vulcan may just be looking for revenge in whiplash.
Challenger, are you ready? Gladiator, are you ready? Lock in. 3,
Vulcan's
2,
played this game
1.
once for 1 win so far. That was a little bit earlier in the series. Let's see how he goes here against Russell. Russell really trying to pull Vulcan back, and now he starts to run. Let go of the bone, it's all over. Same again, no points to Russell. Vulcan shows Russell where the dressing rooms are. And this is what happened. Big run there from Russell, let go. And once again, Vulcan comes out on top.
Russell, it's a bit of a size difference there.
Yeah, there certainly is. It's another David versus Goliath, but I knew that when I joined in.
Well, unfortunately, we have no points for you there. I saw you trying to get Vulcan off balance, but obviously his grip was too strong.
Sure. I heard that he gave me a bit of charity on the suspension bridge, so now we're even.
Vulcan giving someone charity in an event?
He got lucky. He was with the referee. I did that for all the ladies out there, all my fans.
I think Nicole.
And also Nicole and Tamsin. I wish you guys all the best.
He's a winner with women, this bloke. And coming into the Eliminator, this is going to be a close one. Steve only leads by 4 points.
Okay, it's down to the wire now. It's challenger against challenger.
That's right, Mike. They've taken on the Gladiators, but now it's time for the final challenge in the Eliminator.
Gladiators. Gladiators.
The two lucky winners of the final will drive away in Hyundai's luxurious flagship, the Sonata Levant. With its 3-litre V6 engine, the Sonata has leather trim, cruise control, electric sunroof, power windows, central locking, ABS brakes and an airbag for added safety. A prize fit for our Gladiator champions.
All right, it's time for the event where two of our challengers move on up, while two just move on out. That's why we call it
Eliminator.
The giant obstacle course was the best way we could think of finishing a Gladiator event.
Well, we've got Nicole and Tamsin with us now, so it's come to this, eh? Down to the wire, challenger against challenger. Now, Nicole, You've got a 5-second lead here. How do you feel about that?
I'm confident with the 5-second lead, but Tamsin does this for a living, so I've got my money up.
All right, so you think 5 seconds is a comfortable start?
I'd like more, but it'll have to do.
If you want more, you got to earn more. That's the way it works with the points, of course, and the challenges so far. Now, Tamsin, as Nicole says, you do this for a living. Plenty of training on those Army assault courses. Do you think that's going to help you here?
Hopefully it does.
All right, well, there's only one way to see how it turns out. We're ready to start this round of the Eliminator. Here's our referee, Mike Whitney.
Nicole, you will go on my whistle. Tamsin, you will go on John's whistle. Challengers, are you ready? 3, 2, 1.
My favourite part of Gladiators, because we actually get to see who's going to go through to the quarterfinals. And Nicole starts with a 5-second advantage over Tamsin. Nicole now through the hurdles and up to the rope climb. A nice climb there too. It's a good idea to use your legs and not so much of the upper body, because you can get up there a lot quicker if you do it that way. Both women now up to the hand ladder, and the 5-second gap has probably been cut down to about 2. As Nicole goes across the rolling log up to the cargo net, and Tamsin now right behind her. They're both on the cargo net, and look at Tamsin fly on the outside. They are neck and neck, and Tamsin's actually hit the lead. She's going to get to the top of the cargo net first. All that army training has paid off for Tamsin, because she's up there and heading to the zip line. This is fantastic work here by Tamsin. Down the zip line she goes. There's the drop, it's nice. Nicole coming down also. There still isn't much in this event. Tamsin now up to the balance beam, just taking her time, making sure she gets across safely, and she's doing it nicely. Nicole's still right there. Tamsin, the Travelator, she needs to complete this to win. I don't think she's going to get there. Nicole now steadying herself. Will she get up to the top? Here she goes with the big steps. Huge steps, powerful steps. Has got her to the top of the podium. She steadies once more, and through goes Nicole into the quarterfinal. And haven't we seen this before? The Travelator becomes the equaliser. No matter how big a lead you have, you've got to save that energy for the end. And unfortunately, I think Tamsin's running on empty, but she's coming to the top of the Travelator now. And this is a great effort. And for all you people sitting at home, don't kid yourself. This takes a lot of guts and determination, and Tamsin showed it. Mike Hammond, it's all yours.
Tamsin, a mighty effort. Now, I'll tell you what, this is the way it always works out. Before the Travelator, I was about to say, it looks as though that army training for you, Tamsin, really came through, because on the cargo net, you were fantastic. But Nicole, I've got to tell you, the points are yours, and you're through to the quarterfinals. The Travelator is a thing that evened up, and you've won our Eliminator.
Thanks a lot. So hard out there. Good luck, Tamsin. You've done it well anyway.
Congratulations to both our female challengers. A 5-point difference there. But in the end, Nicole has come through, and Nicole goes through to our quarterfinal. Well done. Well, of course, Nicole now goes through to the quarterfinals, and while our female challengers catch their breath, it's time for us to puff out the male challengers. And at the starting line, here's Kimberly.
Here I stand with our 2 male challengers for the evening. There's only 2 seconds separating them in the Eliminator. Russell, now I understand you'd like to say a special hello to family.
Sure. My 4-year-old son, Jason, 18-month-old little girl, Christy, and my wife, Jodie.
Fantastic. Well, I'm sure they'll be supporting you tonight, as the crowd have been, I've noticed. They're right behind you. Now, Steve, Super Dad,
yes,
you're going in with a 2-second start. Can you do this? This is a tough call.
It's a tough call. It's a tough course, but the toughest of all competitors here. He's hard, but we'll do him.
You'll do him, will you? Okay, well, some would say you have got a slight disadvantage. This gentleman is actually 42 years of age. Do you have the stamina to withhold the Eliminator?
And it only gets better with age, doesn't it? And let age not weary them.
Well, that's what they say. Now, can I take your mascot for you?
Yeah, that'll be good.
Okay, I'll have it at the end of the Eliminator. See you there. Oh, good luck.
Steve, you will go on my whistle. Russell, you will go on John's. Challengers, are you ready? 3, 2, 1.
So after 1 hour of competition, it all comes down to this. The men's eliminator, and Steve starts him with a 2-second lead and holds on to that lead going into the rope climb. How fit is this 42-year-old guy from Sydney? Wow, he's doing it well. It's the company director up against the fireman, and they're onto the handbike. Halfway across, it's pretty much neck and neck. Still only a couple of seconds separating these two guys. As Steve now jumps across the rolling logs, there goes Russell, and the cargo net could be the decider once more. Russell, fly up the outside, exactly the same way as Tamsin did, and he's catching Steve. He may have caught him, but he got stuck there. Steve's on top first, Russell cuts him off, and they both go to the zip line. Look at the times, there's nothing in it. Down the zip line they come. Great job for Russell and Steve. Steve's got the run. Up to the balance beam, Steve steadies, Russell flies, look at him go! But now Russell steadies and Steve flies straight up the travelator. To all his family at home, be proud of this man because he's done it for you, the 42-year-old into the quarterfinals.
Steve, come down here. This did it for you. Here's your mascot. The crowd was going wild. You really are a super dad.
Thanks, Chook.
I can't believe you did that. I'm so impressed. Wow. Now, tell me, you had a bit of trouble on the handbike, didn't you?
Yeah, I got crooked shoulders.
I thought it was going to go backwards on you.
I thought it was.
But you managed to just get on the platform in time, and you were both neck and neck on the cargo net. I was so impressed. But, Russell, you didn't manage to catch him?
I did catch him. And when I got off the balance beam, I made a choice.
And what was that choice?
To stand back and have one good shot at the travelator. And Steve, he came through.
He certainly did. Well, I'm sure your family are exceptionally proud of you tonight. Let's have a round of applause for Steve, our winner.
Well, at that point in our game, of course, we say goodnight and goodbye to Russell and Tamsin. But congratulations, and on to the quarterfinals for Nicole and Steve. Well done. Come in, guys. Come in. We've got part of Nicole's cheer squad and family here. Guys, you've been there holding up the sign all night, supporting Nicole, so we'll see you here for the quarterfinals, I guess. Congratulations,
Well done.
Nicole.
We know it's been tough tonight, but that's what it's all about on Gladiators. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week. Good night.
Good night. Good night.
There's only two things as hot as the Gladiator competition. One is the Gladiator Fan Club. Send a $20 cheque or money order to P.O. Box 710, Spit Junction, Sydney, New South Wales 2088, and don't miss out on this fantastic new edition of the Gladiator magazine. It's available in all newsagents and bookstores.